Okay, guys, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my class. I am the lecturer of your subjects. This is Dr. Osama Al-Bahri from Department of Computing, Faculty of FSKIK, OPC. So in this class, we are going to learn what is the data communication and other benefits. First of all, I would like to welcome all students to my class. And also, I would like to let you know it's not about marking and grades. It's all about teaching and learning the materials. So be happy. Don't worry about anything. I will support and help all of you, inshallah. Just follow my instructions and everything going to be fine for every student. So in conclusion, I am here to help you and teach you the class. Other things, it's okay. We can help each other. Also, I would like to tell you really sorry about the previous class because I got urgent meeting with our faculty and we received the vice chancellor of our university. That's why I couldn't leave the meeting as I told you before. So now I will give you a brief about the introduction of our class. Please, if you want to view the pro forma of this subject, you may refer to my guru. You will find the pro forma and you can follow and read the details of our class. So we are going to start with the first chapter, chapter 1, for data communication and networking. You can find this slide also uploaded on my guru. Okay, let me start with the data communication itself. What is the term of data communication? In other words, how we can define the data communication? Here you can see the telecommunication because this is the background for the data communication and the platform. So the telecommunication means communicates at distance environment. So you, for example, I'm here, I'm the lecturer, and you are the student. So we are going to communicate. So in this case, we call it a telecommunication between me and you. So the word data refers to the information presented in whatever form is agreed upon by the parties creating and using the data. So any format of data, any form, any related data, for example, video, file, text, whatever. So it's referring to the information presented between me and you in our telecommunication. Also, we can say that communication are the exchange of data between two devices, between source and destination, using different technologies of the telecommunication, for example, transmission medium, wire, cable, wireless, and others. Here, the component of the data communication system. We have, keep in mind, we have a sender and we have a receiver. Between those devices, we have a medium transmission. So, for example, you are the receiver and the sender. So I'm going to message you. Here, the message is going to be sent over the medium. Also, we need to follow some protocols. Protocol 1, 2, 3 for each communication. So we cannot communicate without any protocol. We call it internet or communication protocols. It's like a rules for our communication. Also, here we can illustrate the data flow between or amongst the communication. Here we have three types of the data flow, starting from the simplex. The second one is half duplex, and the third and last one is full duplex. In the simplex and the most, let's say, the most original or the most basic one is a mainframe and the monitor connection between those two devices, the direction of data in only one direction. You can see from the mainframe to the monitor, for example. While the half duplex, we have two directions of data at two different times, time 1 and time 2, between two stations. While the last and more professional one is a full duplex. Its direction of data can be sent and received at the same time between two different stations. Okay, what about the network? So we reach to the network. The network is a set of devices. For example, we have too many senders, too many destinations, too many receivers. So set of the devices, structure of devices. Also, we refer to nodes. We call it nodes, connected by communication links. Those devices are connected by links or communication links. Okay, whatever the node is. For example, a computer, printer, or any other devices. Okay, so a link can be cable, optical fiber, or any type of the medium. Okay, one moment. Yes. Okay. So we say the network is a set of devices. Okay, those devices we can call it nodes, and we can communicate those nodes while using a communication links. Okay, we explain the network criteria. Okay, if we need to assess or evaluate the network, we have to evaluate it based on three different criteria. Let's say evaluation criteria. The first one is a performance, and the second one is the reliability of the network, and the last is a security criterion. Okay, for example, the performance of the network, maybe we can measure the delay, throughput of the network. This is referring to the performance. While the reliability, for example, the robustness of the connection. For example, any failure rate of the network components, we can say, and we can be belonging to the reliability. And the last one is a security. Here we need to differentiate the normal users from the malicious users. We can detect any corruption, we can detect any loss of data, also errors and other term of the errors. Okay. What about the physical structure of the network? We have two types, type of connection and physical topology here in the physical structure of the network. The type of connection, we can refer to the point-to-point, single transmitter and receiver over the network, multiple point connections, while the physical topology, it's a connection of devices and type of transmission. We have different type of the transmission and forms, or let's say it's a topology of the transmission, and the first one is unicast, multicast, broadcast, and other professional and developed one. Here you can see The type of connections is a point to point. It's a very basic one. From station to station, we have one link. While multi-point, from the point or node to other stations, we have link and structure to the different stations. What about the topology? This is also important and very important to our topic, today topic, which is the connection and the networking. Here in the topology, we have four types. The first one, or we have four categories. The first one is mesh. Second one is star, pass, and ring. From the name, you can know the topology of the network. For example, the mesh, it's a mesh structure. You can see we have many stations, and all stations are fully connected over the mesh topology. While the star topology, you can see it's like a star. We have a hub device, and all stations are connected to the hub. Okay, what about the bus? It's like a bus. You can see cable end from two different sides. Also, we have tab over the cable to be connected with the stations to drop. It's like a drop line to drop information and receive information from each station. And the ring topology also, it's very clear to be understand. We have too many stations, and we have a ring topology to connect all the stations over their beta. Okay, hybrid topology. We can use different types of the topology with the same platform. We call it a hybrid. Okay. What about the categories of the network? We have three, or at the moment we have only three types of the network. The first one is a local area network, abbreviated of LANs. The second one is a wide area network, is more wider. And the last one is the metropolitan area network. Okay. So the first one can be used in a short distances. For example, we are in the floor 3 of the Malim Sirjana complex. So all rooms can be connected. For example, if the distance it's only 10 meters, so we can use a local area network to connect all devices from all rooms, for example. This is we call local area network, can be used for short distances. Okay. It's designed to provide local interconnectivity. It's only for local networking. It's not connected with the outside environment. What about the wide area network? Can be used for long distances, provide connectivity over a large area. For example, we have 4 buildings. Each building can be connected over the local area network, and each building can be connected with other building over the wide area network. This is the structure of networking. What about the metropolitan? It's to provide connectivity over very large area like a city or a campus. Here we have an isolated NAN connecting, for example, 12 computers to a hub in a cluster. Okay, you can see here we have a LAN connection. LAN connection can be used to connect too many or number of the devices in a short distance. So you see here, this is the one to connect two different system. For example, here we have N system A, B, and C. And here we have, let's say, groups of the connection or groups of the computers can be connected over the one. What about the point-to-point one? You can see here the structure is very easy. Computer can be connected with the modem, and then can use the point-to-point connection over the one to connect with other modems to be reached to the ISP, internet service provider. So you can imagine that if we have a group of computers in a short distance, we can connect it all them over the local area network. While if we go wider, so we have to use one. If we go wider, we have to use the third one, which is the heterogeneous network. For example, we can connect two different ones and the number of the LANs, let's say. Here you can see here the LAN connection. You can see, for example, here we have number of the computers connected using a hub and cable connections, and then the device connected with the router over the one point-to-point to reach to other router to reach the more wider area. For example, the one connections. The same goes to the right side here, the same process or the same concept, but we used here a hub, while here, for example, we used the cable connections, and then all devices in this area can be. This is more wider and bigger than the LAN itself. Okay, what about the internet? The internet, it's, you know, what's the internet? You can connect with any device, with any person over the communication to be call or to message or even for gaming, for meeting and others. So the concept of internet, it's like a network of network, let's say. Or we can say the internet is a communication system that has brought a wheel of the information to our fingertips and organized it for our use. But I can give you a simple and meaning definition, which is the network of network. You can define the internet as network of networks, of networks, of networks. The same concept of LAN and WAN, but to the unlimited numbers. Here, all devices connected widely. So here we got the concept and the procedure of the internet. Here you can see hierarchical organization of the internet. The first term you need to know is ISP. For example, ISP here in Malaysia, Unify, TM, let's say. Okay, it's internet service provider to provide internet service to the users, to organizations, to institutions, governments, and others. So we have to divide the area into small or subgroups of regional, and we can connect each region with others over using the router. This is, we call it national, for example, while the interconnection of national ISP, the same can be used or can be connected with the others, like the same concept, but connect with others and then reaching to the hierarchical organization of the internet. Here you can see national ISP. If you zoom to this spot, you will see this. And the same here, same here, same here. Then how to reach to the internet concept is just connect all of them over the network, and then we reach the concept of the internet. Keep in mind, everything in the life you need to follow. If you want to perform anything in the life, you need to follow protocol. You need to follow a rule. It's like other things in the life. So protocol is a rule of the using the internet. For example, if you want to call me, you have to use internet protocol specified for calling. If you want to message me, you need to use a protocol for messaging and others. Email me, game with me, and others. Okay. Also, you need to know at the last slide of this class or this chapter, you need to know the elements of the protocol. We have three: syntax, semantics, and timing. Okay? The syntax refers to the structure or format of the data used in the internet or in the communication over the internet. While the second tips is indicating how to read a bits of the connection between two different devices. While semantics, meaning of the bits, not to how to read. No, I need to know meaning of bits. Refer to what? Okay, and knows which fields define what actions. In this case, if I know the meaning of each bits over the connection, maybe it's guide me to some specific tasks. Inshallah, in the future, you will know the details for those different types. While timing, we need to know when we need to send, when we need to receive bits from the other sides, and what is the speed of our connections also can be referred to the timing of the elements of a protocol. So that's all for the introduction about the data communication. It's very easy. We can conclude it. It's we need to know what's the communication, and we use data over the communication. We need to know the tag and the topology, the criteria of the network. We need to know the types of the network. Let's say LAN, WAN, and what's the internet, and why we need to use protocols, or what's the protocol ending with the elements of any protocol used in the internet communication. That's all, guys. Thank you so much, and inshallah I will upload this asynchronized video to my guru to be watched by you to understand what is the introduction of the data communication. Thank you so much, and bye.